All right, let's get things started here with another live stream here on YouTube for my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. If you can make it, that's great. Hopefully, we'll have lots of people stopping in tonight. I was actually just checking something here. I was hoping to bring you guys some baseball mogul edition. Actually, you can see here baseball mogul 2017 available April 4th, 2017. But unfortunately, they do not have it available yet. So I was hoping to buy that, purchase it, and get some Baseball Mogul 2017 edition for you guys, and see if what additions have been added to the game, and check it out for you guys. Unfortunately, as of almost 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, it's not up yet on the store. We'll probably check that out in a little bit to see if it's available, and hopefully it will be sometime tonight. But in the meantime, of course, we've got plenty of things to do. So what we're going to do is bring you our Major League Baseball 2015 one and done tournament. Today's going to be a matchup here in the South region. In the South region of round two, we have the Colorado Rockies visiting the Houston Astros. The Colorado Rockies, a 26 seed, ended up defeating the New York Mets in the first round 2-0. A close affair there. Colorado got a 2-run home run, and that was pretty much all that either pitcher or either team gave up during the whole game. And of course, we all know that the New York Mets were knocked out of the tournament. Oh, you guys can't see that. Let me switch desktop regions. There we are. Sorry about that, guys. So, of course, we know in 2015 the Mets went on to play the Kansas City Royals in the World Series. So they got knocked out of the tournament in the first round here by Colorado, the 26 seed. The Houston Astros defeated the San Diego Padres 5-2 in their first round matchup. So we got a matchup between the number 10 seed Houston Astros and the number 26 seed Colorado Rockies. The winner of this game will take on the Arizona Diamondbacks, and you can see the Diamondbacks thrust through the through the tournament so far. They had to defeat the number 15 Cleveland Indians with a 503 winning percentage, and then they had to take on the number 2 seed Pittsburgh Pirates with a 605 seed and defeated them 3-1 in extra innings. So if you haven't watched any of the previous episodes, if you're watching this later on my YouTube channel, you might want to stop the video so I don't spoil anything for you guys. I would hate to do that. But anyways, the winner of this team, the winner of the game today will take on the Arizona Diamondbacks in the Elite Eight. Once we finish this game, then we'll have 2 more games in the North bracket, 2 more games in the South bracket. We'll have our Elite Eight ready to go. So that's that. Let's switch back to this so it's a little bit more zoomed in for you guys. A little bit better anyways, I think. A little bit easier for you guys to see things. If not, let me know. If not, let me know. All right, so we are going to be going on here and taking on the South bracket here, as we just showed you. The 10 seed and the 26 seed. I'll try and remember that so I don't have to keep looking at that. The 10 seed Houston Astros with Colin McHugh here. Let's take a look at Colin McHugh. He was 19-7 with the 389, 203 innings, gave up 207 hits, 171 strikeouts, 51 walks. So that was Colin McHugh. He'll be on the hill today for the Houston Astros. His pitcher will actually pop in. I just copied his pitcher over, so eventually it will pop in there once we roll and play. I figured since he's going to be pitching, we'll try to have the pitchers in. I'm not going to go through and make sure every single batter's in there, but, whatever. All right, for the lineup today for the Colorado Rockies is going to be Charlie Blackmon, Carlos Gonzalez, Troy Tulowitzki, Ben Paulson, Nolan Arenado, Corey Dickerson, Nick Hudley, J.D. McHugh, and Brandon Barnes. We are playing in Houston since they are the um, lower seed in the tournament, and so they will have the home field advantage. So we'll be playing in Houston. It's +3 to strikeouts, nothing for walks, and nothing for home runs. On the hill today for the National League team, Colorado Rockies, Kyle Kendricks. He'll be facing off against Altuve, Springer, Valbuena, Gaddis, Carter, Castro, Correa, Rasmus, and Jake Mazurnik. So that'll be the lineup for Houston here. Of course, neither team can use their starting pitcher from the first game. All right, so let's get the show on the road here. So Colin McHugh here, the righty, taking on the Colorado Rockies. There we go. So I think we looked at his stats. We didn't look at Charlie Blackmon's stats. So far in the tournament, 1 home run, 1 RBI, scored a run, 4 at-bats. He's batting .250 in the tournament. So lefty on righty action here. It's a 3-2. Possible strikeout, and Colin McHugh gets him to swing at a ball up in the zone, and Charlie Blackmon goes down on strikes. Carlos Gonzalez here, batting 0 in the tournament so far, no hits, 3 at-bats. He's the right fielder. He's batting left-handed again, so lefty on righty matchup. And a 2-4 error possibility. One thing we haven't looked at is the defense here. So Rasmus in left is average. Mazurnik in center is above average. Springer in right is below average. Valbuena at third, average. Correa at short, average. Altuve at second, above average. Carter at first is average. McHugh on the mound, way above average, excellent. And Castro behind the plate's excellent. 27 is average. They have a total of 10, 20, 27, 29, 32. So they're 5 points above average, so pretty good outfield. As far as error ratings, 4.33 is about slightly better than average, just less than average. And 5.825 is about average for interior. Hugh on the hill, only a 4 is pretty decent, and Castro behind the plate's only a 1, that's excellent. So let's see what happens on this error play here. We got a fly ball to Rasmus, and that's second out because there was no throw. Troy Tulowitzki has yet to get a hit yet in the tournament. This is actually his first game here. I decided to put him on Colorado this time. Might have been a mistake, but who knows? We'll see. Shortstop. And McHugh here, 4-3. That's a blank. And we got a 1-6. That's another strikeout. So Colin McHugh, 2 strikeouts in the inning as Troy Tulowitzki swings and misses to end the inning. So Kyle Kendrick will come in for Colorado. 7.13, 6.23 ERA, 142 innings pitched, 172 hits, 80 strikeouts, and 43 walks. So not the greatest of your backup pitchers. And again, he'll be facing Altuve, Springer, and Valbuena. Altuve is batting .250 in the tournament with an RBI. Well, here comes the big right-hander. Righty on righty matchup here. 2-5. Hit by pitch. Altuve actually gets hit quite a bit, but not enough. 51. That's going to be a ground ball to McHugh over to Paulson. That is 1 away. George Springer, no hits on the tournament yet. 0 for 4. The right fielder. Righty on righty. 1-2 is a blank. George Springer. 1-2. He's going to get a single into center field. It falls in front of Blackmon, and we got a man aboard. So no strategy here. Luis Valbuena. In the tournament, he's batting .500. He's got a home run, an RBI, scored 2 runs, 4 at-bats. So let's see how he does against Kyle Kendrick. Got a righty on lefty matchup this time. Got a range play at the ballpark. Range play at the ballpark. 2-6. That's going to be a possible single. Dickerson could steal this away. He does not. It falls in there. And going to second, George Springer will stop at second base. So man on, oh, I'm sorry. He will go to third base, sorry. So first and third one out here. And the hot-hitting 10th seed Houston Astros got Evan Gattis up at the plate. Evan Gattis, no hits and 4 at-bats in the tournament so far. So Kyle Kendrick, a little shaky here. First couple batters. 62, and comes back with a big strikeout. Chris Carter batting .750 in the tournament. Scored a run in their previous game. 4-3, error possibility again. Can they play that first run? Let's see, 45. It's a fly ball into left field. Dickerson doesn't make any errors. So no error on Dickerson, 4-5. And that's going to end the inning. So Houston threatens in the bottom of the first inning, but they cannot put that run across. So Ben Paulson's up now here in the top of the second inning. This will be his first at bat. Did not get the start at first base in the first game of the series. Colin McHugh gets a sign, the windup, and the pitch. It's blank. Ben Paulson waits for a pitch and finds one he likes. Hits it by Altuve, can't make the play, and he's in for a single. Leadoff single for Ben Paulson. Ben Paulson, now it's Nolan Arenado. 4 at-bats, no hits in the tournament yet. Colin McHugh gives up his first hit to Colorado there. Ben Paulson aboard. 6-2 is a blank. And a 2-2 is a ground ball. It's hit to Altuve. Can they turn 2? No, they can't. They can only force out Paulson at second, and fielder's choice for 1 away. So men still on first. Arenado beats the throw out. Corey Dickerson, the left fielder. Corey Dickerson is 0 for 3 in the tournament. 6-3, same thing we just did a second ago. Corey Dickerson, 31. He's got a single by Altuve again. And going first to third is Nolan Arenado. So just like Houston, men on first and third with only 1 out. Nick Hundley. Nick Hundley is 0 for 3 in the tournament so far. So Nick Hundley waiting on the pitch. Colin McRae throws him a big curveball. Nick Hundley gets a hold of it, and we got a range play here at Minute Maid Park. 6-2. 6-2, just missed the home run and just missed a single. He found a ground ball to Altuve. Ground ball to Altuve. And he makes the play. Now the question is the base runner going to score? Yes, he is going to try and score. Will the defense try for the out and home or try for the double play? Will the defense try for the out and home? No. We're going to try for the double play. So he's going to score. And the ground ball double play is a 1. So no double play. And Colorado takes the lead 1-0. So 3, Dickerson advances, and they get only the runner at first. So only the man on first. The man on second for G.J. LeMahieu. 1 stolen base, 0 for 3 in the tournament so far. RBI opportunity as Colorado takes a 1-0 lead. 34. And 22. He's got himself a single, and Corey Dickerson's going to come in to score, and that's 3 balls hit in the right side by Altuve. And that's 2 runs aboard for Colorado. Brandon Barnes, the DH, this is his first at-bat in the tournament. That he had a National League game, so he didn't get to DH. So 6-2. Another blank there for Colin McHugh. 51, a ground ball hit to third this time. And they will get that last out. So Colorado, 2 runs on 3 hits. And 1 man left on base. And it's Colorado 2, Houston 0. Going in the bottom of the second inning. Jason Castro's batting .666 with the home run. 3 RBIs, scored a run. Going up against Kyle Kendrick. 1-6, that's a blank. So Jason Castro, 36, and nothing there but a fly ball to Gonzalez in right field. Carlos Correa scored a run, batting .500. Let's see how he can handle Kyle Kendrick. Air and a ground ball possibility. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. 53. He's got himself a single into center field. It falls in front of Blackman, who lobs it back into Tulowitzki. Colby Erasmus now. No hits, 3 at-bats in the tournament. Let's see if Colby Erasmus can get on track here. Kyle Kendrick just gave up his 3rd hit of the tournament. 36, and strikes out Rasmus. And Jake Mazurnik. No hits, 3 at-bats in the tournament so far. And 65 is a blank. Jake Mazurnik with the man on first. And a fly ball into center field ends the inning. So another man left on base for Houston. And it's after 2 complete, 2-0 Colorado. Colorado defeated the Mets by this very score, 2-0. Let's see if the Rockies can play good defense and keep that score. Colin McHugh against Charlie Blackman. 5-4. He strikes him out. Charlie Blackman down again. Gonzalez is 0 for 1. No hits on the tournament yet. 63, that's a blank. Gonzalez, 53, into center field, and it's going to fall in for a single. So Carlos Gonzalez gets his first hit of the tournament. Troy Tulowitzki, the shortstop. Top of 3, 1 away, 45. And no strikeout. No strikeout. 2-5 is a ground ball. This one's hit to Valbuena. Only plays at first. So advance and batter out at first. So 2-away as Gonzalez hustles over to second. Cannot make the throw over there. They get the run out at first. So Tulowitzki's out at first. Got 2 away here. Man in scoring position for Ben Balson, who is 1 for 1. Colin McHugh, 33. That's going to be a ground ball hit to Carter down to first base line. Steps on the bag and ends the inning. So once again, Colorado has a man in scoring position. All right, back to the top of the lineup for Houston. Altuve's 0 for 1. Kendricks with the windup in the pitch. And no walk against the righty. 56 against the righty. It's going to be ground ball back to the pitcher for the first out. George Springer, 1 for 1, batting .200 in the tournament. 44, that's a blank. So Springer gets a liner right over to McHugh and 2-away. Trying to get that hole on the right side, but McHugh is able to make that play. Altuve hasn't made any plays there on the right side yet. So Luis Valbuena, 1 for 1. Got himself a single, batting .600 in the tournament. The hot-hitting Luis Valbuena, 63, grounds another one back to the pitcher, and Kendricks jams him and gets 2 easy outs in the inning. And after 3 complete, 2-0 Colorado. Nolan Arenado waiting for his first hit in the tournament. He's 0 for 1 today. 4-3 wild pitch. We'll re-roll that. 34. That's a blank. Arenado, third baseman, gets a single into right field, and he's aboard. So leadoff single. Corey Dickerson, the left fielder, 1 for 1 today, batting .250 in the tournament. 2-5, and he's not going to walk. And against the right, he's going to ground ball to Correa. And Correa over to Altuve. Altuve throws it on to Carter, and it's a 6-4-3 double play. Just what Colin McHugh needed. So Nick Hudley 0 for 1, looking for his first hit of the tournament. 42, Nick Hudley, the catcher, 6-3, and he lines it right back to McHugh and gets out of the inning. So going to the bottom of 4, Evan Gattis 0 for 1, looking for his first hit. And no strikeout, so he's got an opportunity. 1-3, not this time, flies it into right field for the first out. Chris Carter batting .600 in the tournament. 0 for 1 today against Kyle Kendrick. 46, we got a ballpark, Minute Maid Park. 21, nope, right down the line to Paulson, out at first. And Jason Castro batting .500 in the tournament, 0 for 1 against Cal Hendricks. 54, we got a range play. So Colorado's range is going to come be tested. And this time it's Paulson at first base, who fails to make the check as the ball gets down the first base line. Hustling around first is Castro, but they hold him there. And a 2-out single by Jason Castro gets Carlos Correa up, who's 1 for 1 and batting .600 in the tournament. 1 for 1, batting .600. Aaron a throw possibility. 43, and that's going to be a little pop-up to a McHugh, and he's going to make the play to end the inning. So 4 hits for Houston. Nothing on the board yet. Going into the top of the 5th inning. DJ LeMahieu, .500 in the tournament, 1 for 1 today with the big RBI, 63. DJ LeMahieu, Colin McHugh, 64. This time he flies it into left field. Brandon Barnes, the DH, 0 for 1, looking for his first hit of the tournament. 53. Nothing. 61 flies out to center field. 2 outs, 2 quick outs. Charlie Blackmon 0 for 2 and 2 strikeouts, only batting .167. 2-6. And that's his 3rd strikeout of the day. Blackmon might be pushing a little bit too much, trying to get on base. Kyle Kendrick's up against Colby Rasmus, still looking for his first hit of the tournament. Hit by pitch, no hit by pitch. It's a 35. Fly ball into left field for the out. Jake Marzinick, 0 for 1, also looking for his first hit of the tournament. Houston really needs to get their 7, 8, 9 hitters going a little bit, or they're going to be done in this tournament. 55 against the righties, going to be a single past Arenado in the left side, and on board, 1 away, is Jake Marzinick. Gets his first hit of the tournament. So Kyle Kendricks giving up his 5th hit now. Will face Jose Altuve, only batting .167 in the tournament, 0 for 2 against Kendrick. The second baseman looks at a curveball and gets it off the end of the bat and falls into center field. It's caught by Blackmon. Caught by Blackman. George Springer's up with 2 outs. They're going to put the steal on here. So Jake Mazurnik trying to get in scoring position. And he does steal the base. So on to second base is Jake Mazurnik. George Springer could score a run, an RBI, if he can get a hold of one here. 45, and nope. Got himself a strikeout. Kyle Kendrick comes back, gets his 3rd strikeout to the day to end the 5th inning. We go into the top of 6, still 2-0, Colorado. Carlos Gonzalez batting 200, 1 for 2 against McHugh. 54, and that's a strikeout. Troy Tulowitzki 0 for 2 with a strikeout, looking for his first hit. 34, 44. He flies it into left field for the out. Van Paulsen, 1 for 2, batting 333 in the tournament. We got a Minute Maid Park check here. Ben Paulsen, 4-5, and that is going to be a fly out to right field. So that ends the inning. Just about got a home run there. Just about got one there. Just got a little bit under it. Went out in the right field there. And Springer makes the catch. So ends the inning. Going the bottom of 6. 2-0 Colorado over Houston. 2-0 Colorado over Houston. Let's see what happens now. 56. And a big strikeout for Kendrick. Evan Gaddis 0 for 2 with a strikeout, the DH today. Looking for his first hit of the tournament, 1-4. He's going to ground ball to Tulowitzki over to Paulsen. 2-away. Chris Carter batting 502 in the tournament, but 0 for 2 against Kendrick. And has an opportunity at a hit here. Instead, he ground ball to Lamathow, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. We go in the 7th inning, and it's 2-0 Colorado. Nolan Arenado, 3rd baseman, 1 for 2 against McHugh, batting 167 in the tournament. 43 wild pitch. 53. Good thing I checked that. That's just a blank. 22 is a ground ball hit to Altuve. Altuve finally makes a play and gets the out. Corey Dickerson 1 for 2, scored a run, batting 200 in the tournament, 6 and a 4, and this time strikes out Dickerson. Nick Hudley 0 for 2 with an RBI, catcher. Actually looking for his first hit of the tournament. Has not gotten a hit yet. 41, and this time hits it over to Correa. No, he hits it to Altuve. And no, he does hit it to Correa. 6. I was looking at the 4 down here, but it's actually G6. So Correa with the error. It's a 1-base error. And Nick Hudley gets on with the error. So DJ LeMahieu, 1 for 2 with an RBI. 1 for 2 with an RBI. Man in first. Hudley hit by pitch, no hit. DJ LeMahieu against Colin McHugh, 65. He's going to ground it down to Carter. That's going to end the inning. So Kyle Kendrick coming out of the bottom of the 7th inning. We have the 7th inning stretch. Everyone stretch. So Kyle Kendrick is officially tired. So if he allows next runner aboard, that will knock him out of the game. So Jason Castor, 1 for 2, 600 in the tournament. Would love to get things started for Houston. 41, and he walks, and that knocks out Kyle Kendrick out of pitching. So 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs, no earns, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. This is his responsibility, though. But they're going to replace Kyle Kendrick. They got a righty, then a lefty, then a righty coming up. So righty, lefty, righty means Scott Orberg's coming in. Scott Orberg, let's see if the Colorado bullpen can hold down the potent Houston Astros offense here. Carlos Correa, the shortstop, no strategy. Here we go. We got a righty on righty matchup. 33 and back-to-back walks has given Houston new life here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Colby Rasmus, the left fielder, 0 for 2, looking for his first hit. No strategy. Scott Orberg, righty on lefty. They thought about pulling Rasmus, but if you pull him, think. Who else do we have for left field? That's the big question. We have Preston Tucker, who's a lefty. He's got a range of 243. Rasmus has at least a range of 3, so you lose some range. You get slightly better ERA, but you lose a whole bunch of home runs. So I think we'll leave Rasmus in there. Colby Rasmus. Let's see what he can do here against Scott Orberg. Can the Colorado Rockies bullpen hold on? 6-4 and strikes out Rasmus. 1 out here for Jake Mazurnik. Got his first hit of the tournament last time up. A single down the line. Got man on first and second. No strategy. Scott Orberg gets his signs, waits, and the pitch. And it comes in. It's a fastball. It's on the inside plate, but it's a called strike, and Jake Mazurnik goes down looking. So back-to-back strikeouts after giving out the leadoff walk by Scott Orberg. He's got to face Altuve. He's only batting 143. He's 0 for 3 today. Second baseman Scott Orberg winds up and the pitch and strikes out the side. Scott Orberg comes in and strikes out the side here in the 7th inning. He does give up a a walk in there, but he strikes out 3 runs or 3 batters. So well done by him. So Colin McHugh still has 1 batter left. The DH, Brandon Barnes, here in the top of the 8th inning. He's a righty. They have 2 lefties coming up, so this might be his last batter he faces. So Brandon Barnes against Colin McHugh. Hugh looks a little tired out there. We got a range play at Minute Maid Park. These are always interesting. 64. Uh-oh. And the home run 7 check is above his home run of 3. Rasmus' range is 3, so he cannot make the play. So it falls in. Wow, that's a lot of checks here. That's a lot of checks, but it does fall in. Rasmus can't make the play. And it's a double for Brandon Barnes, a leadoff double here in the top of the 8th. And that's going to be it for Colin McHugh with 2 lefties coming up. So Colin McHugh's day's done. Let's check his stat line here. 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earns. This is his runner as well. No walks, but 6 strikeouts. So not horrible. But it looks like Tony Sipp is coming in the game here. The lefty. Let's take a look at his stat line here. 3 and 4 with 199, 54 innings, gave up 41 hits, 62 strikeouts, 14 walks. Let's see if he can shut down this Colorado offense here. Charlie Blackmon not having a very good day. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Only batting 143 in the tournament. They could use a big hit from Charlie Blackmon. get another insurance run. Lefty on lefty matchup. Let's see what happens. 21 wild. That could come back. Nope, not this time. Gonna roll again. 41 error possibility on a throw. 21 is going to be a ground ball hit to Altuve. No error on Altuve. And they're going to get the runner on first, but that is going to advance Barnes. So one away, Barnes, 90 feet away from home. 90 feet away. Carlos Gonzalez, 1 for 3. Has a strikeout, only batting 167 in the tournament as well. 55. That's nothing. Lefty on lefty, 54. That's a ground ball. Hit to Correa. He's going to try and score. Will the defense try for the auto out at first? He's got a base running of 6. I don't even think he can throw him out. He does have a -1, so I'm assuming that means -1 to the check or -1 to his base running. I'm not sure. I don't think we can even do it. But we hate to give him another run, but we don't want to. Will the defense try for the auto out at first? If we go with yes, he will score, but I think he's going to score anyways. If I say no, then that's going to put a guy on first, so we'll take the auto out at first. Yeah, see, he had a 6, so there's no way he was going to score anyways. Guess we could have played in to try and prevent that, but he scores 3-0, but they got the out. But another insurance run for Colorado here. Top of 8, 2 outs. Tony Sipp against Troy Tulowitzki, 3-3. Another error check. 1-3. And that's going to be into center field. No out. So we got a righty, a lefty, a righty. Orberg, we'll leave him in. We'll leave Scott Orberg in against George Springer. See what happens here. 35. And he walks him. And that's it. So we have a lefty, then 2 righties, and a lefty. Do they bring the lefty in to try and shut out their lefty? I think you do at this point in the game. Ben Logan. So Ben Logan's going to come in, the lefty, and face Luis Valbuena. Hey, Al, Red Sox fan. What is going on with you tonight? Thanks for joining us. Let me move my little thing so I can see your chat. What'd you say? Do you have to manage both teams? Yes, there is. Unfortunately, with Inside Pits, there is no AI programmed whatsoever. Unfortunately, they really need to get that added into the game. Make it so much more accessible, and I think being able to play seasons, other games, and not having to replay every game in the whole season. So, yes, you have to manage both teams. There is no AI, unfortunately. But Al, Red Sox fan, thanks for joining me. We're gonna try a pickoff attempt, but there is no pickoff, or no pickoff error, so we don't have to worry about that. So we got Ben Logan coming in to face Luis Valbuena. He's batting .429. He started off at 600, but he's 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Man on first, George Spencer. Let's see what Valbuena does. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And comes in and gets a big strikeout against the lefty. So good thing they brought the lefty in. It's a big strikeout there. So I think you pull the lefty now that his job is done and trying to get these righties out. Rafael Betancourt. Rafael Betancourt will come in and face off against a righty or two. One out here in the bottom of 8th. Evan Gattis, number 4 hitter. No strategy, looking for a hit. Rafael Betancourt, 2-5. Ooh, no strikeout. 52, and that's going to be a triple. A triple into the corner, into the left center field, rolls all the way back. That's going to score a run, and Houston's not dead yet as Evan Gattis gets a big triple into left center field, and the fleet-footed Gattis makes it all the way over to third base before they could track the ball down. So that brings the tying run up to the plate. Chris Carter batting .429 in the series. 0 for 3 today, though. Betancourt versus Chris Carter. 0 for 3, Chris Carter, 3-4. And no single. Chris Carter, the righty, first baseman, 2-6. It's going to be fly ball into center field. Is it far enough back to give us a look at home? It's a 6. So the lead runner thrown out. Oh, wow. So Blackman guns out Evan Gattis at the plate. He's thrown out by Blackman. Comes in and Hudley puts the tag on him. Lead runner is thrown out. So thrown out by Blackman. And that's going to end the inning, and a great chance for Houston to climb even closer goes by the Wapeside. So we're going to leave Tony Sippin to face Ben Paulson. And we're in the top of the 9th inning. Hit by pitch? No hit by pitch. You're out. That's right. 34, 3-4. He's got a single past Correa on the left side. So that's going to be it for Tony Sipp with the righty, Nolan Arenado, coming up. Nolan Arenado, well, actually, he hits a lot less home runs against lefties. Let's go. Let's keep the lefty in, Tony Sipp. Because I don't think they have another lefty. Do they have another lefty? Joe Thatcher. They could bring Joe Thatcher in. Yeah, let's do that. Because that'll probably be the last time we need a lefty. We're going to bring in Joe Thatcher to face off. And the windup and the pitch, 46. No hit by pitch. Nolan Arenado, 56. And gets him to fly out to center field. 1 out. Corey Dickerson, 1 for 3, batting .167 in the tournament. Top of 9, 1 out, 3-3, and strikes him out. So Joe Thatcher, top of the 9th. Nick Hudley, the righty, got 3 righties coming in now. With the man on first. Oh, they're going to try and steal. And it's a stolen base. So that might change their mind on what they do. So Joe Thatcher is going to come out. They're going to bring in a righty here. Will Harris is going to come in. Will Harris to face Nick Hudley. 0 for 3, looking for his first hit of the tournament, even though he has an RBI. 36, a wild pitch. 6 is a wild pitch, and that's going to move Paulson up to third base. So top of 9, 2 outs, 3-1. Colorado, 2-2 against the righties, a blank. And a 3-3 is going to be, instead of an F7, because it's a 1, it's actually going to be a strikeout. So strikeout, which could be important because if there wasn't 2 outs, it could have been a sacrifice fly. So, all right, well, Betancourt day is done, and you know what's going to come in? John Axford's coming in to face off. So Jason Castro batting 600 in the tournament, 1 for 2, walked already, needs to get things going for Houston, or the number 10 seed in the tournament's going to be out. John Axford against Jason Castro, 46, error check. And it's a pop-up to LeMahieu, and he makes the error, cannot make the catch in the infield, and Jason Castro gets aboard with no one out. Whew. Carlos Correa, shortstop, batting 500 in the tournament, 1 for 2 with a walk. Tying run is at the plate, and I find that, good teams, when you make stupid mistakes like errors or whatever that you don't normally do, good teams usually capitalize on that. Let's find out if Colorado can buckle down here with John Axford. Carlos Correa batting 500, 1 for 2 with the walk today. Axford with the windup in the pitch. It's off the end of the bat, and it's going to fall into center field for the out. So 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Colby Rasmus 0 for 3 with 2 walks. Colby here has got some power, 25 home runs, 61 RBIs, 238 average. They don't have much on their bench to call on. They have Marwin Gonzalez, 279 average and 12 home runs. He is a switch hitter, so you know what? We're gonna put him in. So Colby Rasmus out, Marwin Gonzalez in. Oops, down here, Marwin Gonzalez, 12 home runs, 34 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, 279 average against John Axford. Of course, he'll be switch hitting lefty here. So let's see if that makes a difference. He doesn't give up more home runs to left-handed batters than he does right-handers. Let's see if it was a good call. 1-1. It's a strikeout. It's a strikeout. So Houston down in their last out. Jake Mazurnik, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Jake was 9 home runs, 36 RBIs, 236, 24 stolen bases. I'm not sure we have anyone left to even bring in. Oh, shit. Well, once again, inside pitch.
If you build it, he will come.
Hey, fellas, what's your name?
Say here's its ugly head again.
Say hey. Say who? Swing.
Well, fortunately, you want to load a save game? Yes. I don't know why they can't just fix the game. Just program it and get it fixed and working right. All right, so where were we at? So Marwin Gonzalez came in and he struck out, right? I think is what happened. So we'll go with the strikeout for him. That put Jake Mazurnik with 2 outs, man on first still. We already put Gonzalez in, so Preston Tucker, 243 with 13 home runs. What's Mazurnik? Mazarnis is 236 with 9. All right, I think we'll replace Mazurnik with, where is he? Preston Tucker, 13 home runs, 243 average. Slightly better average and slightly more home runs. Plus, he's a left-hander. Well, let's see what happens. Here it is. Bottom of 9, 2 out, 3-1, man on first. Tying run up at the plate. We've had this happen several times in the tournament. And, oh, he strikes him out. John Axford comes in, and 3 batters strikes 2 of them out. And the number 10 seed, the Houston Astros, gets knocked out of the tournament. So the Colorado Rockies have taken out the New York Mets and now the Houston Astros, and they move on to the Elite Eight. Yes, that was a game crash. This game is notorious for crashing, giving that error, that runtime error message, because whoever programmed it can't fucking do it right. Charlie Blackmon 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Carlos Gonzalez 1 for 4. Tulowitzki 0 for 4. Ben Paulson 2 for 4. 1 for 4 for Nolan Arenado. Corey Dickerson 1 for 4. Nick Hudley 0 for 4. DJ LaMetha 1 for 3. Brandon Barnes 1 for 3. They had a total of 7 hits, 1 double, no triples, no home runs, no walks, and 8 strikeouts, and yet they won the game. What was it? 3-1. Altuve 0 for 4. Springer 1 for 3. Valbuena 1 for 4. Gaddis 1 for 4. Carter 0 for 4. Castor 1 for 3. Correa 1 for 3. Rasmus 0 for 3. Marwin Gonzalez 0 for 1. Mazurnik 1 for 3. And Preston Tucker 0 for 1. Had a total of 6 hits. No doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts, 1 stolen base, 1 error. And another upset happens in the tournament. That's right, another upset. Let's take a look at the bracket. Maybe. Let's look at the bracket. Let's look at the bracket here. We can update our bracket as we have the Colorado Rockies 3, the Houston Astros 1, and the 26th seed Colorado Rockies will move on to face the 18 seed Arizona Diamondbacks. The Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. So the National League West teams are dominating the south part of this bracket. And we also have another one of their teams down here, the Dodgers. Yeah, we got the Cubs, Nationals, Dodgers, and Tigers. So looks like the Tigers are the last American League team in the south bracket. In the north bracket, it is St. Louis and Miami. And then we have Cincinnati, Minnesota, Atlanta, and San Francisco. So Minnesota Twins, the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers are the only American League teams left in the tournament. Minnesota Twins. Yes, they're in the American League. Okay. I always get them and the Brewers messed up. So, yep. National League. Yeah. So the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins are the only American teams left in the whole tournament. We have St. Louis, Miami, Cincinnati, Atlanta, San Francisco, Arizona, Colorado, Chicago, Washington, Dodgers all left from the National League team, which shows you that I guess the National League team are dominating. I didn't get it yet. You missed the beginning here, Al. But I went to go get the game today, and it says here, oh, I don't know if you can see. Let me pull it down a little bit so you can see. Coming soon, April 4th, blah, 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 blah. So you click on it, and you say go to your online store, and it's not listed to buy yet. So it's not available to actually get yet. So I don't know what's going on, but it said April 4th, which is today. So I don't know if you have to wait till tonight before it'll be available. So that's why I decided to run some inside pitch game. I was actually hoping to get some Baseball Mogul 2017 and give you guys a try of that and do some check out the new version and see what's new and what's updated and everything. So disappointment mounts as we have to wait for the new edition. So it's not listed. That Baseball Mogul 2016 edition. You can also see here, Al, what I was telling you about on your post earlier today. You can get Baseball Mogul 2010 for free. Doesn't cost you anything. You can also, if you're interested, you can get Football Mogul 2012 edition. Football Mogul 12. All you have to do is just join their monthly email newsletter. You go to their service and you join their monthly email, and the first email you get is a free download for their Football Mogul 2012 edition. So that's pretty cool that they give away basically some of the old versions. Of course, you can order some of the other versions as well. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. What's going on with their coming April 4th? I even went to their Facebook page. It says join us on Facebook. I thought maybe they'd have a message on there. And go away. Go away, you ugly people. But I don't see any posts releasing at 6 o'clock or whatever. They're screenshots. Let's take a look at the screenshot here. So this is 3 hours ago, this post here from Sports Mogul. It says 3 hours ago, it's beta testing Mogul 2017 as Boston Red Sox go 87 and 75 and host Anaheim Angels for a wild card game. Chris Sale is shelled 7 earned runs in 4 1/3 innings pitched, but Sox climb back in it and Bogart wins it in the 9th. Oh, Al, Red Sox fan, what do you think about that? Boy, that would have been a good game to check out, huh? Thanks a lot, Al. I appreciate your comment. Glad you're enjoying this series. I'm hoping a lot of people do. It's as we talked about last night. It's been a really good tournament. I think a lot better outcomes than I thought. I thought we were going to have some really boring games, and it was basically going to be we'll get one upset or whatever. But this tournament's been crazy good. What do you know if they have any new changes that enhance the game? This is another issue I had because if you go to the Baseball Mogul, it says here, if you're new to Baseball Mogul, click here for a longer description. And you click here, and it gives you a longer description about what the game's like. You can be a general manager, blah, 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 blah. It's the #1 best-selling baseball game for the last 3 years. And then it says here, click here for a list of new features in this year's edition. So click here for a list of new features. So we click here, right? Click here, and it takes you back to the first page. So it's just a big endless cycle going back and forth, back and forth. They don't actually take you anywhere. But here's some new screenshots, though. So this one here is a little interesting. So looks like they have now like a actual, instead of like a cartoon character here, they actually have what looks like a player animation here. So I don't know if that's new. I don't think so. What else? Let's take a look at the other. Go away. Where's my other? Oh, you go away too. Where's the other? So here's our new headline page. Their new headline page. Let's see what this is. I think this is their new depth chart page. I guess I could slide it over so you could see more. How's that? So that's our new depth chart. By position, I guess. And their ratings and all that. This here is their new calendar interface. Looks pretty much the same. I don't know, I'd like to see what new additions have been added. But when you click here for new list, it just takes you to the other page, and then you click on the shop online, and it's not listed on the shop online. It takes you to Baseball Mogul 2016. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's not going to be released today. If that would have been nice if they knew that, then change your date on your website or something. I don't know. Anyways, so that's hopefully what I was going to have in mind for some baseball action tonight. So what I'm going to do is probably get offline for about an hour. I'm going to check things out maybe about 8 or 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. See if I can get it. And if not, I think I might come back with some out of the park or maybe some other baseball mogul or whatever. I don't know. Al, you gonna run a? Are you gonna do any live streaming? Any of your live streams coming up? If you know when you're gonna do it. If you know when you're gonna do something.
Holy cow!
Inside Pitch is such a great game, but their interface and their annoying issues they have with the game are so bad. They need to fire their programmer and get somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. It's ridiculous. The interface is horrible. It's a great system, and the mechanics, you just can't enjoy them as much as you would like because of the idiotic, retarded interface. And the music that blasts you in the face every 5 seconds. There's no volume control or anything. Idiots. So anyways, Al, you going to run any live streams or anything? tonight, or what's your schedule look like? Hmm. Doing the 62 Mets versus the 98 Yankees. Worst meets first. You doing that in inside the park, or you doing that with something else? Seems to be quite a bit of lag between out of the park. Okay, out of the park. So yeah, definitely if you guys are joining this or watching this later on on my YouTube channel, definitely check out Al, Red Sox fan. Does a good YouTube channel. Does a lot of baseball simulations. He's doing the 62 Mets and the 98 Yankees. Worst meets first. So another New York versus New York matchup there. All right, guys, I'm going to call this episode. I was hoping to bring you some baseball mogul on. I don't want to just sit here all night and twiddle my thumbs. So probably wait, like I said, maybe till 8 or 8:30, 9 o'clock, whatever, and then check and see if I can get baseball mogul. And if not, I'll either not live stream later or I might come back with something else. But, yep, everyone, thanks for joining us. We had another major upset in the tournament as the 26 seed Colorado Rockies defeat the number 10 seed Houston Astros and move on to the Elite Eight. So we have 4 of the Elite Eight teams in the tournament. We have San Francisco and Miami? No, San Francisco. Who do we have? Gosh, I can't even remember. My brain. We have St. Louis and Miami. Yes, we have St. Louis and Miami, and Arizona and Colorado. We have 4 more spots up: Cincinnati and Milwaukee, Atlanta and San Francisco, Chicago and Washington, and the Dodgers and Detroit. So we'll have those episodes coming up soon in our Major League Baseball 2015 One and Done tournament. Thanks everyone for joining us. We'll check you guys out later. See you next time.